Right guys, that time the share pop. Right guys, so it's that time again. Welcome back to Al's Arachnids. I am Al. This is the channel you want to be watching. Possibly. Today is yet another care sheet in husbandry. Today is going to be against the Grammostola Pulchra, the Brazilian black. So let's just get into this. I'll talk you through how I keep them and give you some notes on the way. Hope you enjoy it. Bye for now. Right guys, so this is the Grammostola Pulchra, also known as the Brazilian black. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out why it's called that. These are amazing. The black's almost like a shiny velvet colour. They're unbelievable. This is the container it was in. This is a container it's going into. Again, simple terrestrial setup. It's got about 3 inches of substrate. Again, water dish, some plants, a little bit of leaf litter, and a hide which is dug down in the back for it to hide him. Weirdly enough, that's why it's called a hide. So these guys, as the common name suggests, are from Brazil. Temperatures where they're from are anything above, say, 22 degrees. But as you would have known by now, my garage is set at 25 Celsius, which is 75, 77 Fahrenheit, something like that. They require humidity of 60 to 70%, which is why I have the underneath the like leaf litter that's on there is damp substrate, so it'll help kick that off for the beginning in the enclosure. The Grammostola Pulchras grow to about 6 to 7 inches is how big they can get. Obviously the females be closer to that, the males slightly smaller. Females can live, is expected that they can live up to like 15 years, I think it was that I read. I'm not sure because obviously I've only got a juvenile. This juvenile is probably, I picked it up in BTS last year as a tiny little sling. Well, Gav from Gav's Tarantulas did. He bought it for me, so yes, it's got to juvenile stage in about a year. So it should get to adult stage in about 3 to 3.5 years. Temperament of these is ridiculously relaxed, even to the fact I could probably feed it by hand. I'm not going to because I'm not stupid, but I probably could feed it by hand. It's so docile, great beginning species, and when these are like adults, chunky, they're just velvet black. They're an amazing species. This one, weirdly enough, is called Blade. If you've checked out Gav's Tarantulas, you will realise that he's got a Pulchra which is called Snipes, named after Wesley Snipes. Because he bought this for me, I thought I would name it after Blade, played by Wesley Snipes. Let's see if we can just get this one out a minute before I carry on. You'll see once it does finally move over that, again, like the previous videos I've been doing, this terrestrial setup, it doesn't need a lot. Water dish, hide, substrate. You can get away with that. I add extra decoration just because I think it looks better. Now when it comes to these guys feeding, they've got a very good feeding response, and a bit like the Action that I've done in the video before this, it literally eats up until it molts, even when it's in pre-molt. The last time this one molted, it actually ate the day before it molted. That's how close they go. They can eat up to molting. It's like ridiculous, but they're fantastic when it comes to food. This one currently is just moved on to Mario worms because it's getting a bit bigger now. I feed it twice a week it would probably eat a lot more. We'll put a picture up on the screen once I'm editing this of what it will look like when it's older, so you can see how chunky, velvet looking that it is. I'm thinking of upping the rate of food on this one, just because it permanently seems hungry. They are a great visual tarantula. Apart from now, where I've just moved this house, it seems to be out most of the time. Even as a juvenile, it seems to be out. As a sling, it did bury a little bit, but not massively. I have heard rumours of these taking 5-6 years to get to the full adult size. All depends on your temperature and how often you feed it. If you power feed it, then it's going to obviously mature quicker. The only problem with doing power feeding is if you do that and it turns out to be a male, you've in essence shortened its life. But this one, I keep the substrate half moist, half dry. It seems to prefer the dry substrate, so I only normally water a corner when I can. That's pretty much all I've got for you guys. Thank you again for watching. Your support means so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao, ciao!